Hi everyone, my name is Greg Loerzel and I am a Manhattan Life Marketing Director, and today I want to talk about the new Manhattan Life Affordable Choice Plan. So this will be product training on the new Affordable Choice, which began to roll out at the beginning of 2019, and I believe we are now in 40 states and counting. And what you're going to notice during this training is we're in many states that typically do not accept indemnity products. So they're the liberal states that tend to not accept any indemnity products, and short-term med for that matter. So as a testament to how strong this product is and how well accepted it is, these states are now allowing it into their state, into the mix of products there. So this is an incredible opportunity for agents to get their clients more affordable coverage, particularly if they're in the ACA. And here we have, you know, the 2019 open enrollment coming up, and just autumn in general tends to make people start looking for health insurance. They have health insurance on their mind, and that's the time of year they will typically shop. So we have a great opportunity here, and you can see my information is on this first screen. If you have any questions after the webinar, please feel free to give me a call. If you are not appointed, or maybe you're only appointed to sell the senior product, the Medicare supplement, which is a fantastic product. The under 65 is a completely different appointment process, so you can give me a call about that too. So let's get started today. So Manhattan Life, since 1850. So as the name implies, Manhattan Life began in 1850 in the city of Manhattan, New York. It is now, the home office is now located in Houston, Texas. This is a blow-up of a page out of the Standard Analytical Report. And in here, what you should take notice to is not only is Manhattan Life a very large company, but when you compare Manhattan Life to the 25 largest insurance companies in the country, you will see that as far as solvency, there is no stronger. You look at the 25 largest companies here, as we're looking here, and you'll notice that, look at the bottom of the page here, their asset to liability ratio on average is $106 of assets to $100 of liability. Manhattan Life blows that away right here with $133 of assets to $100 of liabilities. So I love everything that this company has going on, and one thing that they have is very strong leadership. David Harris, the CEO of Manhattan Life, is a brilliant businessman, and this is a closely held corporation, so it's managed very efficiently, as these numbers here attribute. So what else is on the resume for Manhattan Life? Well, if you were selling alternatives to the ACA when ACA began, you'll realize that the Obama administration had a real issue with getting people wanting to enroll in a plan that was as expensive as the ACA, especially, obviously, people who were not getting a subsidy. If you're getting a subsidy, you thought it was great. It was fine and dandy. But if you weren't getting a subsidy, there was nothing affordable about the Affordable Care Act. And so with that, a lot of us agents, we give our clients, what they want. And a lot of the clients wanted an alternative to the ACA. They would have rather paid the penalty and still saved a lot of money because the premiums were so much lower. And what were we all selling? We were all selling indemnity products and short-term med. Well, lo and behold, the first swipe that the Obama administration took at the competition. Let's eliminate the competition if the competition is a distraction to marketplace enrollment, and it was, and in particular indemnity products. So they pretty much outlawed indemnity products. Well, our CEO, David Harris, was not going to take that one on the chin. So he single-handedly, without the help of the rest of the industry, it was pretty low-key. No one really knew this was going on unless you were working at Manhattan Life. But what he did was he filed a lawsuit against Health and Human Services in the United States District Court for District of Columbia. So we're talking federal court here. And on on July 1st of 2016, he won a unanimous 3-0 vote decision. So what this means to us as agents when we're selling out there is you won't have the distractions of states coming after this product. I don't think they're going to come after many indemnity products, but in particular, Manhattan Life. We won. Manhattan Life won. And all companies can thank David Harris and Manhattan Life for winning because they were able to bring their indemnity products back too. And right now, I would say indemnity products are king of the hill when it comes to the favorite of people to roll into out of the ACA. Why? Because it's continuous coverage. They don't have to reapply every 90 days, every 180 days, every 365 days, depending on the state, with the short-term med products. Not to mention, if you haven't noticed, short-term med is really under attack by a lot of states, particularly the blue liberal states. So with that, with that in mind, you don't want to get involved with a product and then all of a sudden have to switch gears because states are attacking it. So affordable choice is what we're going to be talking about today. But you want to keep in mind that we have all the other products too. And the other products we have are extremely competitive. So if you are selling the ancillary products, if you're selling the accident plans, the cancer plans, the dental, vision, hearing, I strongly recommend you compare what you're currently selling with the Manhattan Life products. Number one, I think you're going to find that they're the most competitive products out there. Number two, they pay a best commission. Number three, our platform is simple and it integrates. Our platform is brand new. It's called Manhattan Direct 2.0. So this is a very nice software program where you access it through your agent portal that you will have when you enroll with us, when you sign up with us. And what you get is basically an Amazon-type shopping cart experience, which makes it not only simple for you, the agent, but makes it extremely simple for the client to put together whatever package they want to put together via your links, via access to you and your help while you're online with them. The other thing I want to point out about these products is, unlike some companies that you deal with, where you find out after you sell your first product that the entire premium is not commissionable. Maybe only 75% of the premium is commissionable, and they have all this non-commissionable garbage in there that is really of no value to the client either. Most clients, they're not really thrilled about the association membership they have to pay each month, enrollment fees. None of that exists with our products here. There are no association enrollment fees, and the premiums are 100% commissionable. So you don't have to worry about doing any fuzzy math while you're out there. I will tell you right now, without a doubt, the affordable choice. I've been in this business for 35 years. The affordable choice is the most comprehensive and competitive fixed benefit plan in America. And a little history here. Affordable choice has been around longer than it just being Manhattan Life's affordable choice. It used to be the health access plan from Assurant Health. Now, I know this very well because I was a regional sales director for Assurant Health when we rolled out the health access. And that was probably the most successful product line we ever had. And amazingly enough, Assurant being a major medical company, you'd think, wow, how was this so well accepted by the agents and the consumer alike? Well, because Assurant Health was used to dealing with a very strong major medical product, and they wanted to bring out the strongest indemnity plan known to mankind at the time. And then when Assurant got purchased by Nat General, Manhattan Life pretty much took over the health access and then boosted the benefit extremely. So that's what you're going to be seeing here is that boosted benefit, and it's very popular with the agents and obviously with the consumers. You got an accident plan here that, again, is probably the most competitive I've seen, and you can also put a $2,000, either a $1,000 or $2,000 a month short-term disability rider on here. That rider is so competitive that we see agents selling accident plans just for the disability rider. Client doesn't need any more accident. But keep in mind, with fixed benefit plans, doesn't matter. There is no integration of benefits. This pays over and above. So you can get cash back. Let's say they have a plan where the accident is completely covered. Well, they just get cash back with our accident plan. That's how fixed benefit plans work. Our GAP plan, which is called an out-of-pocket protection plan, it's one of the only plans out there that does not exclude routine maternity. So when you check into the hospital to give birth to your baby, if you have our GAP plan, they're going to pay out. They're going to pay out up to $6,350. So you got a $2,500, a $5,000, or a $6,350 payout, depending on which plan you choose. Our Cancer Care Plus, it never terminates. Most cancer plans pay on the first cancer event. Ours never terminates. It's lifetime benefits. There is no lifetime maximum. Again, I believe this to be the strongest cancer program in America. We got a critical illness and protection recovery plan. What that does is it boosts any kind of payments when you're in hospital quite a bit for critical illnesses, including cancer. Dental, vision, and hearing. My agency used to sell Medico. Medico was the strongest plan out there. I didn't think Medico could be beat. This beats it. And unlike most plans that say, okay, you can go anywhere. Yeah, well, when you go anywhere, what do? They will pay out according to a very low fee schedule. You can go anywhere with our dental, vision, and hearing, and it pays full UCR. Also, we have the Carrington Network with this program. So that's about the best network in the country for dental. Doesn't get any better than that. We have short-term disability. We have Medicare Supplement. As a lot of you guys know, that is a different contracting. So if you say, all right, I got this, so I can jump right in and start selling this because I'm already contracted with Manhattan Life. Well, if you've only sold Medicare Supplement in the past, it's a different contracting. That's great. Fantastic that you're familiar with us already. But you need to get contracted for this. You can give me a call. We'll get you contracted within 24 hours. You will have a link, a portal within 24 hours. We also have life and annuities. And I just found out at our conference that we got a pretty incredible annuity. It's very simple. It's very client-friendly to the point where even in the first year, I'm not talking at your anniversary, I'm talking in the first 12 months, you can get access to 15% of your money, 15% withdrawal penalty-free. You can do that every year. You don't have to wait to your anniversary. So I talked about all these products. And the most popular sale is when you bundle. And look how competitive this is. So this is a Word document that I created that you will have access to. And it's going to be in two parts since I blew it up gigantically so you could see it on the screen here. But what you'll see is this is a real client of mine, Brad, in Pennsylvania. Now I'm going to tell you what the other beautiful thing about Manhattan Life's Affordable Choice product, and most of their products for that matter, It is the same product, the same brochure, the same benefits, the same rates for every state, with very few exceptions. I think there might be 3 or 4 states that are an exception to this. So you will be able to sell off of a rate grid no matter where you're selling. It is simple, stupid. We have a beautiful portal. You won't need that to quote, even though you can quote there. The portal is better for all the other things you need to do. Download information, to actually take an app. But to quote off of a rate sheet is the simplest thing on the planet. And if you notice here, this little, I use this as a template, and so do most of my agents, to send out a one-page Word document where everybody can see what's going on is simple. Now, obviously, that in the green there, I put commissions, a writing agent 3 commission. And that's just to show you how lucrative it is to sell this product. You would take that column out when you get this. But look at what you have here. What you have here is a product that is not only incredibly affordable, but it also pays one heck of a commission. So when you link these products all together, and there's no one saying you'd have to write all these products, but if you did, you'd have a blockbuster benefit for your client, and it would be less than in this scenario. This is a full family, 44-year-old female and 3 children, $969, and that includes family, dental, vision, hearing. That includes wellness. That includes the disability, $2,000. This is just shored up to the point where you'd probably be getting cash back for most things that happen to you, and that's where I explain that this product is like Aflac. You know, your client sometimes needs a means of comparison, and what better comparison of a fixed benefit plan than Aflac? This product's like Aflac, but a lot more competitive because you're not paying for that very expensive advertising campaign, that very popular duck. But it makes it easy to explain this to somebody when you talk about Aflac. The second part of the Word document, you'll see that this is all in one document when you get it from me, is what are the conditions, if any, that would eliminate you from getting coverage here, that would prevent you from getting coverage with the Affordable Choice Plan. These are the conditions. And if you see here, you'll notice that these conditions are all very serious, very serious conditions. About 90% of America can qualify for affordable choice. So there's 4 different plans in the Affordable Choice brochure to pick from. What are the new things that are now available? This says 35 states. I do believe we're up to 40 states now, so we're quickly getting this issued in all states because it's welcomed by all states. You got 2 additional plans. We used to have 2, now we have 4. You can get up to a $5,000 daily room benefit on the Elite Plus plan. I don't know any plan out there that's covering more than that. $5,000 a day, and the annual max for this benefit is $1 million. Most plans are $50,000 to $100,000 on the hospital room and board. This is $1 million per year. New cancer benefit. It used to be, I would highly recommend that when you sold the Affordable Choice, it was almost a must to sell a cancer plan with this because this didn't have outpatient chemo or radiation. Now it's got the best I've ever seen. It's got a daily room enhancer. Starts at $5,000 on the Elite Plus, and it goes to $10,000 each year by 25% increase, to the point where once you've hit your 5th year, you're at $10,000 daily room and board benefit for any accidents. You got an increased calendar year maximum. It's that's the $1 million, by the way. The lifetime maximum increase is $5 million. $5 million. That's like the best of the major medical plans that we were all selling prior to the Obamacare. Most short-term meds right now, if they're a good short-term med, it's $1 million, maybe $500,000. Indemnity plans, not many are doing $1 million. This is $5 million. The new enrollment platform, Manhattan Direct 5.0, unbelievable. To the point where it'll probably take you tops, if you're a slow typer, 10 minutes to do a family app. Not to mention the simplicity of, at the end of the app, the signature is you verbally asking for mother's maiden name, and you type it in for them. So you don't have to turn over the computer. You don't have to send out these emails that people don't know how to read, they don't know how to open. You get it all done in one phone call. And you have a dedicated Affordable Choice team at home office in Houston, and they're second to none. They're incredible at helping the agent get these things done quickly. And don't forget, with fixed benefit plans, at least with ours, I guess, wait, you know what? One of our competition does put a deductible on their plan. We don't have any deductibles. Here's another. I like to create things for my agents. I've been in this business for 35 years. I like to make it real simple for my agents. If I help you, you're going to do more business, and we all benefit from that. This has all the bullet points on a one-page Word document, the strongest bullet points. I'm not going to go over all these right now because they'll be coming up on screens to follow, but know that this exists, and this is something I'll get to you. I will always go the extra mile for my agents and create things for you to make your life easier, to make your sales greater. This is a page out of the brochure. You can compare all 4 plans on one page. It shows you what's new. We talked about what's new. There's a lot of new things, but now let's focus in on the page a little stronger here. And let's stay right down here with the best product, the Elite Plus. As we talked about, it's a $5,000 per day hospital room benefit. And it goes up by 25% every year until come the 5th year and thereafter, you're at $10,000. But that increase is for accidents, not for illnesses. But let's think about this logically, everybody. If you go into the hospital due to an accident, statistics tell you your bills are going to be bigger. You're coming in probably in an ambulance, air or ground, via the emergency room first, a lot of body trauma, and you're probably going to, a lot of times you're going to be, might be in intensive care. This is a nice benefit to have for accidents, and it keeps your clients around. It builds, like these dental plans that build. It also builds persistency with your client. First day, you get an extra $3,000 on the Elite plan, $3,000. So you actually get $8,000 on the first day and $5,000 every day thereafter, to a maximum of $1 million per calendar year. Again, nobody even comes close to that. None of our competitors. Emergency room and urgent care. You get one visit and they give you $375. All right, so that could be better. Like with most plans, that could be better. Just add the accident plan. It becomes a lot better then. And your commissions go up a lot. I think the commissions you saw over there, how much those commissions are, to the point where if you sold one case a week of that bundled plan I showed, it's $200,000 a year you'd be making. Surgery benefit. 300% of the Medicare physician fee schedule for surgeries. 300%. Here's 250%, 200%, 100%. How does that compare? Well, let's compare it to ACA plans right now. The typical Aetna or Blue Cross Blue Shield ACA plan pays 150 to 200% of the same schedule. So this is a very good benefit. Now, the one thing I caution agents with that you want to be aware of, the maximum benefit per year per person for surgeries is $50,000. Now, you're not going to hit that. on an outpatient surgery, but you might hit it on inpatient surgery. But keep in mind, on an inpatient basis, you're getting a lot more money. You're probably going to get a lot more money than your hospital room and board, by the way, throughout America. The average hospital room and board rate is $2,000. When you're getting $5,000, that will go towards paying for expensive surgeries if you're having expensive surgery inpatient. Plus, you bundle the package up so you have more inpatient benefit with those other products we showed you. The other thing I like about this is that surgical of 300% of the Medicare physician fee schedule for surgeries, it's the same in or out patient. A lot of plans give you less when you go outpatient. This does not. It gives you the same, plus it gives you an additional $3,000 for the ambulatory surgery, for whatever outpatient surgery facility you're going to the point where I have this plan. I had surgery. I had mine was paid 100%, and I went to a plastic surgeon to have a precancerous thing removed off my head. I didn't go to the dermatologist because I know how they hack you with that Mohs technique. I wanted to have a plastic surgeon take it out so I didn't have a golf ball-sized divot in my head. They did a beautiful job. I didn't pay anything out of pocket. Very strong surgical benefits outpatient as well as inpatient. The other thing that can be a bone of contention with short-term med plans and fixed benefit plans is assistant surgeon and anesthesiologist benefits. Usually they're not included. Here they are. And that's a strong benefit because it pays 20% of the surgical benefit. So if you're having a surgery that's $30,000, the surgeon's going to get up to $6,000. The assistant surgeon, who's usually a med student, and the anesthesiologist, what would that be, like $7,000? $7,000 for the anesthesiologist on that. That's a real strong benefit. Doctor's office visit. It pays $100 4 times a year per person. That's a strong benefit. So I go to the doctor. My family doctor is a multi-plan doctor, and I believe it's $55 charge, 50 or 55. I can't remember now. I get $100. I make out on that deal. My dermatologist is also a multi-plan doctor. You're going to find 85% of doctors and hospitals are multi-plan, and we utilize the multi-plan network. You can go anywhere you want. This pays the same amount out. So your clients get to go anywhere they want. Now, imagine how excited ACA people are going to be, because what have our ACA people been seeing? They've been seeing rates going up, 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 networks shrink, 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 and networks aren't even statewide anymore for ACA clients. They're regional. That's ridiculous. So they can't go anywhere they want, like they can here, anywhere, including Puerto Rico. So anywhere in the United States. And keep in mind that the multi-plan network will make your dollars go even further. Prescription benefit, $75 per prescription to a maximum of $750 per year. And there's a beautiful RX discount card that goes with this too, that, again, your dollars go a lot further. I take 2 maintenance prescriptions per month. One of them with my discount card is like $18, the other one's $12. I get more back than I pay out from my prescriptions. That's wonderful. So I guess you guys are also finding out my passion for this product is I have it. I could have anything. I came off of a Blue Cross Blue Shield ACA plan where I was paying over $800. It was going up to $800 a month for a $6,300 deductible bronze plan. And I have this, the Elite. I don't have the Elite Plus. I have the Elite plan, and I pay $236 a month. Look at all these other coverages here. Look at all this preventive and diagnostic lab work, all of this. Very strong benefits. Colonoscopy, they'll give you $300. PAP, $100. PSA, $100. Go down here. I really like this. MRI, $500. Last MRI I had was $650. I would have gotten $500 back. I had the ACA at the time. I didn't get anything back. You know why? Because I had a $6,300 deductible. So MRI, $500. PET scan, $250. CT scan, $200. Mammogram, $150. Other radiology tests, $75, to a maximum per person per year of $3,000. Ground and air ambulance, $150 for ground, $1,000 for air. But then again, this would fall under accident, obviously. So put the accident plan. The accident plan is very, very affordable, and it includes that $2,000 of short-term disability you can put on their rider, which agents love and their clients love. Allergy shots and immunization shots. You get money back for them. Nobody does that. The cancer benefit. This is new also. This is incredible, everybody. Prior to this being added, I pretty much warned the agents that you better put our cancer plan on with the affordable choice. Look what happened here. Before, we didn't have outpatient radiation or chemotherapy. Now we have even an additional thing. We have outpatient radiation, chemo, or immunotherapy. And $2,000 per treatment, up to 40 treatments per calendar year. That's $80,000, everyone. $80,000. Now, my mother had 2 forms of cancer, and she never had a treatment that exceeded $2,000. I think her treatments, depending, maybe she went through like she tried four or 5 chemos throughout the course of her cancers, and they ranged, those chemo bags, a chemical bag, ranged from $500 per bag to, I believe, $1,500. And she didn't. No, I don't know many bodies that can handle more than 40 chemo or radiation treatments in a year. That would be pretty tough. But again, keep in mind, we do have, if somebody's concerned about this, I wouldn't be, but if somebody was, you can throw the cancer on here too. God knows you're saving them a lot of money, even when you bundle. Even with you saw the 6-package bundle. It saves them a lot of money, and that's a heck of a lot of benefit. Immunotherapy, that's a great thing to talk about too with your clients, because so many people nowadays are afraid of what radiation and chemo do to your body, and we'll pay that same amount, $2,000 per treatment, 40 treatments per year for immunotherapy, and that's where they give you meds, drugs, some even natural stuff to boost your body's own system to fight the cancer. So that's a pretty neat thing to be able to talk to your clients about. And then let's talk about the lifetime maximum of $5 million per person. That's incredible. The rates. I'm going to blow up the rate page so you see it a little better, but let's talk about the bullet points over here. The rates are the same here, everybody, for every state. I think there might be 3 exceptions. The rates are the same. That makes it ridiculously easy to quote right off of a rate page. Look at this. This is it. If you notice, the rates are the same for smoker or non-smoker. You don't have to jack up the rates 40, 50% for a smoker. So think about this real quick. If you could get a list of smokers, wow. That would be a heck of a group to solicit smokers. Male and female, same rate. We all know that females typically in gender-based rates pay more than males. You don't have to worry about that. Smokers, non-smokers, male, female, same rates. How simple does this keep it? And here's the rates all blown up. One of the things I want to point out, I have this plan. I bought this plan when I was 55. My rates aren't going to change. 50 to 64, same rate. So my rates would only change if these new business rates, these published rates here change. Then my rates would go up. They haven't changed in a very long time. Fixed benefit plans have very stable rates. Let's say I bought this at 49 and I paid $182.99 for it. No, it wouldn't. When I turned 50 on my anniversary of my policy, you don't go into new age band. With a lot of companies you do. Not with Manhattan Life. It's not, hey, happy birthday, we're pounding your rates. Nah, you stay at whatever the published rates are at the age band when you purchase this. That's your little reward for getting in early, for getting in young. So that's pretty nice. The other thing I want to point out too is I could have gone for the Elite Plus, and it cost me, $263 to $365, a little more than $100 more. What I did was I took the Elite plan and I threw accident and cancer on my plan. So I have a very pumped up plan, and accident and cancer for me as an individual took me up to about $365. I'm going to tell you this though. My Elite plan with accident and cancer, in my opinion, and probably everybody's opinion that would see this, is a better coverage for me than if I would have just jumped into the Elite Plus. So keep that in mind, that it may be better to take a lesser plan and then tailor-make the benefits according to your client's fears, needs, whatever. Let them tell you what they want coverage, and you can build a customized package for them. No mandated benefits like ACA. They hate mandated benefits. Why do I have to pay for stuff I don't even use, Greg? I'm a male. I'm not going to have a baby. I'm a single male. Why do I got to pay for maternity? Well, that's what socialized medicine is. That's what mandated benefits are. None of that with this. You can customize your plan. Here's some other benefits that are included at these rates. These are the additional benefits that are included in every one of these plans. First of all, you got Teledoc. I think everybody knows what Teledoc is. It's been around for a while, and it's the benchmark of telemedicine. It's the best. Teledoc's fantastic. It's free. It's included in the rate that you saw. And you pay no access fee every time you use it. So you can use Teledoc. If you're familiar with Teledoc, you can get a hold of a doctor. A doctor will get a hold of you after you initially call within 1 hour. It doesn't matter what day it is, what time it is, 24/7, 365. You get a doctor. And you pay nothing for that with this plan. You also get Caris 360. What is Caris 360? Most of you probably know, but for those of you that don't, it is, again, the benchmark of hospital bill negotiation and patient advocacy. That's included on every plan. So if having multi-plan, the strongest independent and largest independent network in the country, 85% of hospitals and physicians participate with multi-plan. If that's not good enough, Caris 360 will also negotiate the rate down. You know what their goal is? For every one of their patients and the situation that they're in is to get that bill to zero, that balance bill to zero. So you got a lot of additional benefits and things to talk about here, including the RxEdu card. Obviously I have this plan, and this is a great benefit. It tells me exactly what I'm going to pay at any pharmacy, Walmart, Costco, BJ's, Whole's. It doesn't matter. You go on there, you go onto this little website here, and your clients will see exactly what they pay for their meds, and they can pick out the local place accordingly. Again, your dollars go further. This tells you more about the Teledoc and Caris 360. It's a page right out of our brochure. Here's an example that they put in the brochure. And what's nice also is not only does this pay great benefits, very strong benefits, and we're only showing the elite level here, but you also notice that with the multi-plan network, the discounts are incredible. So you'll find, especially if you're bundling the package up, you'll find that between multi-plan, Caris 360, bundling, not only will the client rarely have to pay out of pocket, but how about getting money back? That's why we talk about the Aflac duck bucks when we do these fixed benefit comparisons. So what of the 4 different plans, what one sells the best? Hey, the one I have, the Elite plan. And I think this is actually more than 35% at this point, because as our agents learn with us, grow and learn with us, they realize, wow, this is probably the best deal. And then instead of paying to go to the Elite Plus, to go up to here, I'm going to bundle. My client gets a better package, gets a personalized, customized package. I get better commissions. Because keep in mind, the ancillary products pay even better than the affordable choice. And look at the map. Isn't it beautiful to see green on a map? Green means go. Green means we can sell there. And I think a couple of these other states have gone green. I even think California is supposed to be approving this by the end of the year. Imagine that, California. I was surprised when Oregon, Minnesota, Maryland, Maine, Rhode Island, and some other liberal states took on this product, because they never take on anything. And even in the Midwest, you've seen how the short-term med carriers have been pulling out. They pulled out of Pennsylvania. One of the strongest, NatGen pulled out of Pennsylvania. Hopefully they'll come back. I think that's the strongest short-term med plan out there, but they're pulling out. My point is, if you're selling short-term med, you are not insuring someone's insurability because they have to keep reapplying for coverage. And that could put you in a lawsuit situation when they think, okay, I just renew that. There's no renewing. It's reapplying. And how about those states where you only get 90 days, 180 days? And the best you're going to do is every 365, you're going to make them go through underwriting again? That's crazy. Pre-existing conditions are never covered, anybody. Never covered. Pre-X is not covered. With Affordable Choice, after your first 12 months, just like the old major meds, Pre-X is covered. Also available in Hawaii and Alaska. I don't want to go over all the underwriting guidelines, but this is also in the brochure, the underwriting guidelines. But one thing I want to point out here, diabetes. How many times are we unable to write our client an alternative plan, a short-term med, a fixed benefits plan, if they have diabetes? With Manhattan Life, as long as they're not insulin dependent, they are eligible for coverage with us. And there are, I'm trying to think, I think there's over 10 million diabetics in America, and 80% of them are treated without insulin. So that's 8 million, around 8 million, that you can go after here, that you used to have to turn down and tell them, oh, you're going to have to stay on your ACA plan. Not here. Trip incentives. Everybody likes to go on trips, right? I used to go on beautiful trips with Assurant Health. And then with the ACA and everything, all of a sudden, it seemed like companies started to poo-poo the idea of going on trips. Hey, let's stay off the radar. We don't want to stay off the radar. We want to reward our agents for doing a good job. So not only do you get one chance at a trip per year with Manhattan Life, you get two. You have the President's Club trip and the Chairman's Club trip every year. And you can see how incredible these trips are. This past year, the President's Club trip was Park City, Utah, in the Montage, the #1 property in Park City. Park City, if you know, is where Sundance is, so it's a very exclusive place. And the Montage, as pictured here, was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Vienna, Austria, gorgeous. Chairman's Club for 2020, and you all can qualify because we're only 3 months into the qualification period, and it's fairly easy to qualify if you're starting to sell. If you sell one plan a month, or excuse me, one plan a week, you'd easily qualify. Chairman's Club is going to Stockholm, Sweden. President's Club is going to Los Cabos, Mexico, the nicest place in Mexico. That's down on the Baja Peninsula. Safest place, too. Not like Cancun. And, home to Sammy Hagar's Cabo Wabo. And guess where they're staying again this year? Manhattan Life loves the Montage properties. And they are beautiful. They're like Waldorf Astoria. They're like the Ritz-Carlton. Probably better. Matter of fact, in Park City, it's rated higher than the Ritz and the Waldorf. So that's where we're going for the President's Club, too. Another thing I want to talk about, and before we close out here, is there's going to be even a better opportunity for these indemnity products, because the Trump administration in June approved individual coverage HRAs starting January 1st, 2020. So open enrollment this year. You can, and the open enrollment is also when most groups are looking at their coverages. You can talk to groups and you can tell them about these individual coverage HRAs. Most of them have caught wind about it from their accountant and other sources. Sharp businessmen know about this. Well, every group is dying paying high ACA rates on their group. So most of the larger groups self-insure, but how about those groups of 1 to 50? We all have those kind of groups. You can go show them that, hey, you can put your employees on individual plans. They can go out and buy their own individual plan, and you can fully fund, tax-free, whatever. There is no, on the individual coverage HRAs, there is no minimum or maximum that they have to fund. So they can fund dollar for dollar individual plans, and people can get whatever they want. You suggest to them, obviously, the affordable plan, which is the affordable choice. Other people could go on the ACA if they needed to. You can fund for anything, but guess what you can't fund for? You can't fund for. The Department of Labor and Health and Human Services weighed in on this decision, and you cannot fund for short-term med and Medishare. Further putting another little nail in the coffin of short-term med. Besides states taking on short-term med everywhere, now the Department of Labor and HHS says specifically you cannot get short-term med or Medishare. You can only get up to $1,800 funding per year. You can fund $24,000 per person or more, whatever it is, for the Affordable Choice Plan, not for short-term med or Medishares. So again, on the hit list. And a little more information about the individual coverage HRA, and I'll be doing webinars on this, is it's fully deductible for businesses. So they pay no payroll taxes. All of the IRS items in IRS Publication 502 could be, besides premiums, you could pay for these things out of the individual coverage HRA. So not taxed to the employee and a big tax savings to the employer. Oh my God. Imagine if you could open a door to a group of 40 and sell them all affordable choice bundled plans. Right there, you'd be qualifying for our trips. I want to thank you all. I'm very excited about what we have going on at Manhattan Life with all of our products, not just the affordable choice. But I believe this fall you're going to have one of the greatest opportunities you've ever seen, because even though the mandate was gone last year, people didn't realize it. It takes a while for it to sink in. So the mandate and penalty are gone. They all know it now. So this open enrollment is going to look like a mass exodus, I believe, out of the ACA. So you might get your fishing net out and get some of those people that are running, because this is the product you're going to want to sell. I'm not sure I would be selling too much short-term med out there to anybody that needs continuous coverage. If they want continuous coverage, get them continuous coverage. Get them something where they don't have to keep requalifying every 90, 100, or 365. Get them something that will cover their pre-existing conditions after the first year. Get them something, again, that they don't lose. They don't lose. They don't have to requalify. This is continuous coverage. It's really important to know that besides the strength of affordable choice, you got a company, Manhattan Life, with a lot of strength, and the product is just a better product than trying to piecemeal together short-term med after short-term med after short-term med. Any questions, please call me, email me. I'll be more than happy to talk about anything Manhattan Life. I thank you all, and have a great day and great selling. Thank you.